Hi everybody, I'm Laura Harris Smith. Welcome to today's Daily Pin Code. We are still on the topic of unforgiveness. I would call it forgiveness because that's the goal that we're all reaching towards, but decided to call it unforgiveness in an attempt that the title would catch our attention. It is catching my attention, trust me. We're talking an awful lot about forgiveness and about what that looks like and what it doesn't look like. And I made a comment about how forgiveness is not the absence of malice, it's the presence of praise. That you should be able to forgive someone to the degree to which you can speak well of them, around them, behind their back, all of it. Spend time with them. And I had somebody write in and ask a wonderful question. They asked, well, what if the thing that needs to be forgiven is an abuse, a physical abuse, a sexual abuse? What if there is a circumstance, maybe they're in prison, whatever. And of course I had told you a story about a friend of mine who forgave his daughter's murderer, the son-in-law, and went down to the prison, led the guy to the Lord, and began visiting him. That story really challenged me, but this other person's question was about not the forgiveness part, but the reconciliation. What if they are someone who sexually abused us as a child? What if they are someone that harmed our child and they're still dangerous? And if you haven't watched the video, the VCast of the stains of forgiveness, the stains of unforgiveness, please go back and watch it, because the analogy that I made in that was that a stain sometimes gets on a garment and we're so willing to throw it away. And we do it, the same thing, in relationships. We get one stain on it and we want to just toss it out, or two stains and we want to toss it out. And so this person's question, great question, was, well, if someone does something like that to me, is it not all right that I don't want to reconcile with them? And so please understand that the analogy of the stain on the shirt was about a stain on a relationship. You do not have a relationship with someone who has been found guilty of that, molesting your child or something like that. I was talking about a stain on a relationship. And in that instance, yeah, a stain on a relationship, something and someone that God has brought into your life, that you know it would be sweet on the other side of it if you could just bring yourself and they could bring themselves to start again. I know that what's in your mind is so massive, what they have done. And you know what? Probably it is in their minds towards you too. But the beautiful thing about reconciliation is that there's a grace from God to do it. But He's a gentleman. He's not going to force it on you. So I hope that clears that up. I don't want anybody in danger. I don't want anybody being stupid. If there is physical danger involved, okay, where a life could be ended. If it involves emotions, if it involves the spirit, I am fully aware of how even more painful those wounds can be, but I am also aware and am a living testimony of how awesome reconciliation can be when forgiveness is given by both sides. It's a very beautiful thing. I mean, I am thankful that I've had to walk through some hard times, and I have the kinds of friends who have forgiven me and who will laugh about the old me. It wasn't too long ago I had to have a hard meeting with someone, and I just looked at them and said, you know, if what you did was based on something that you would expect me, the old me, to react like, please let her stay dead and buried in the ground. It took a long time to bury her. So I think it's wonderful when people can grow together. If you don't grow together, you're going to grow apart. All right, I'm Laura Harris Smith. I just made that up. That was pretty good. I hope that you'll remember 1 Corinthians 14, 31, and 39. For you can all prophesy in turn, so that all may be instructed and encouraged. Therefore, my brothers and sisters, be eager to prophesy and to forgive.